guys, welcome to Kitaholic Kits YouTube channel. It's Corrine here today and I'm doing a 12 by 12 layout with February's kit. Can't keep up with the months, the days, the years, who would know? That's what happens when you have kids, I suppose. Anyway, into the layout. So as you can see, I've just gessoed the background in this pattern paper that I've chosen. I chose the watermelons because I felt like it was really summery, and these photos are taken in summer. They're photos of my two nieces and my sister, and I'm just adding a bit of mixed media to the background here on top of the gesso, which is why I gessoed the paper, crazily enough. Anyway, so I'm just using the watercolour pencils from last month, and I've got the yellow one and the pink one, and I mean it's pretty easy. I'm using the packaging technique and a bit of just slapping it onto the paper, you know how it is, just putting it on there, I suppose. Nothing hard to think about, just putting it down. Anyway, I'm going to say anyway a lot because I'm going to ramble in this video, I feel. I haven't done a layout for 2 weeks. I haven't filmed a layout or done a voiceover or edited for 2 weeks. My selfie stick broke after the last video I recorded, and it took me that long to replace it. Naughty me, I know. So now it's been replaced and I'm filming again. But anyway, I feel like I'm a little bit rusty. See, rambling. I hope that you enjoy listening to these crazy voiceovers. So I've just gone and backed my photos with one of those little paper bags that come with the exclusive ephemera in. Nothing exciting, nothing too hard, just, a little white border around the outside. I like that that paper, one, because it was there, simple, easy to grab, and two, it just has a different texture, and to normal paper, it's kind of a little bit see-through and stuff. So yeah, that's why I use that, and I'm lazy. So, and then I've just gone and backed it again with a bit of that green paper, and now with some pink paper. Now I cut these pink pieces of paper down to 2 and I don't know, it's a 1/4 of an inch under 3 inches across, and a 1/4 of an inch under 4 the other way, which is what I usually cut my photos down for my project life. So but I didn't want it to be a straight mat again. I wanted it to be a little bit wonky on there, so that's why I've cut them a little bit bigger and just put them wonky on the back. Cut that frame in half, and I'm going to use that to kind of anchor some clusters. It's a handy way of doing it. For some reason, I like to cluster my stuff close to the photo, or touching the photo, or tucked under the photo, or something around those lines. Trying to break out of the box a little bit, and I feel like this layout does that, because normally I would only make 3 clusters and it would kind of be, very regimented and in its spots. And would you believe I'm getting a little bit bored of that, so I'm trying to break out of my normal comfort zone and, I don't know, try some different clusters. I don't know. Who would know? I'm sure you will see in this video by the end of it what I mean. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like my layouts look very similar, and I'm kind of sick of it. It's, I don't know, I mean, they're really not all that similar, but some of them can be, I suppose, so whatever. I'm just going to try and mix it up. I've been fighting this for a little while because I'm very organised and I like things the way I like it, obviously. So this one's a little bit different, and it's very busy background paper too, which throws me off a bit. And even now, looking at the finished product, I'm like, not too sure about it. But you know what? It does look good, and I'm happy with it. So I mean, that's all that really matters. I think that's the bottom of a tag, and I tried to use it on a different one. I cut the top off, and so I do use it on this one, but I put it over there. And as you can see, my clusters are pretty crazy. It's more like just a big blob of stuff near photos, and that's fine. It looks good at the end, and that's all that matters to me, really. Sorry if you're going to hear some noises right now. My pussycat is being a pain in the butt standing right in front of me. And as you can see now that I've laid everything out where I want it, I'm trying not to move everything too much, and I just glue it down in the spot like that, so it's nice and easy and I don't forget where I had it. You naughty pussycat. So, now my other cat's here. Goodness me, they never leave me alone. It's getting late. It's 10 o'clock at night, or 10:30, sorry. And the cats are like, "Come, Mum, it's bedtime." So they're not impressed that I'm sitting here voiceovering for Steph this late. But that's alright. Life's been busy, and I've been too busy to film. So I'm just going through now the other bits of embellishment that are in the kit, and I found some wood veneer, so I'm going to put some of those hearts on. One says always, the other one says EXO, and I think that's why it's thrown me off. I had them around that way, and in the end I changed them around to be the other way. Sticking a puffy cactus here because I don't even know why. I feel like they're summery, so they're going on the layout, because honestly, where else am I going to use a cactus ephemera piece or cactus puffy sticker? Oh my goodness. In saying that, I did make some cards for a video earlier that I lost the footage of. I stuffed that up. So I will put some photos of the cards up in the group or somewhere anyway, because, there's some ephemera in here that's a little bit big and a bit hard to use, so I tried to use them up on cards, so I'll make sure to show everybody them. And as you can see, I'm calling this layout Fun Times. I don't think I've put the times down yet. I've just got fun sitting over there, and I'm finishing sticking down all of this stuff. I'm going through the words now. As you can see, I separate the words, I separate the icons, separate the wood, I separate the labels, so they're all in different little compartments. And that makes it easier for me, because I go through all of the words at one time, find the ones that I want, and usually I'm not a big wordy person, don't like to put a lot of words on my layouts, but I do like to use up the kits, so I'm trying to, push them onto layouts, even though I normally wouldn't use them all that much. So, just finding one to go down there, and I do stick with currently loving and loving right now. Probably shouldn't have put those two together looking back, but that's what happens. It just was the colours that matched, so whatever. And this one says "Oh Happy Day" and "Hugs and Kisses." And I went a bit crazy on this layout with colours too. There's a lot of different colours happening. And as you can see now, I'm just going to stick times down. I'm using these pink ones. I figured they were probably the best colour to use, because any of the other colours might be a bit dark, or, I don't know, a bit strange, and they won't stick out as well, where I feel like these pink ones kind of do. So, luckily I won't make you watch that, because it was like 40 seconds that I cut out, and that was sped up to ×2, so took me a while to glue them down. They're not very sticky, so I made sure to use my own adhesive. And I'm going to put these hearts and just scatter them around too. I told you, it's a crazy layout. But I really like how the title turned out, and I like that I could get all of these weird ephemera pieces onto a layout, because I was looking at this ephemera pack and I was going, what am I going to do with this? And even 3 cards that I made today, you know, I used a bit of this weird ephemera, and I thought, geez, there's so much of it left. I still don't know what I'm going to do with all of it. And not only is it weird, there's, you know, giraffes and a heap of cactuses and whatever, and glasses. They're really big pieces as well, which makes it really hard to use as well. I felt like it needed a base or something to ground it, so I'm going to back it with some black cardstock, because white would have just disappeared and it wouldn't have looked as good. Where I think the black gives it a bit more emphasis. Just using liquid glue because it's easier to move around and make sure it's relatively straight. I just cut half an inch off both sides. And that's the end of the layout. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye.